Nigeria's People's Party has announced the dissolution of its executive committee in Kano State, covering the state, local government and world levels. In a statement signed by the party's National Publicity Secretary, Ladipo Johnson, the NNPP explained that the caretaker committees will be put in place to manage affairs in the state. And of course, joining the conversation right now is Ladipo Johnson. Is the National Publicity Secretary of the NNPP, joins me live in the studio. Thank you for your time. It's great to have you.
Good evening.
Good evening. Let me ask an open question here. What's going on in Kano State? Officially, to the public, the governor has not defected, but there are strong pointers that he is jumping ship to another party.
Well, officially, the governor hasn't said anything. One of his aides, the DG protocol, very good gentleman, friend of mine, announced that the people of Kano had agreed that both Kwankwaso and the governor could move to the, or should move to the APC. When we heard that, we were taken aback. Senator Kwankwaso was taken aback. There was no such discussion. It was as if he was being bullied, you understand, or the party was being bullied into going to the APC. And so the next thing was that the Kano State chairman was removed, purportedly removed at the ward level. Of course, the National Working Committee immediately got involved and said no, because our constitution does not allow for that. You cannot remove the state chairman from his ward, you understand. It has to be the state level, etc. So we did that. And then there were all sorts of things. And so the National Working Committee thought it best in the circumstances to put an end to all that was happening at that level, and thus dissolved the executive committees in the state, and would put in a caretaker committee, in accordance with our constitution, of course, to manage the affairs of the state for the time being.
But as a party,
yeah,
how are you taking it?
No, as a party, we, especially at the national level, well, look, what is happening is the...
Because this is the only governor.
Hang on. Yes, it might be the only governor. What is happening is that it is a problem from a branch. But it is important because, as you say, that is the only seat that we have. Now, if for one reason or the other, the governor has decided, he hasn't said it, if he has decided to move on, it's within his rights. Freedom of association. If he's decided to move on to the APC, like other governors are doing, you understand, I don't know why they're doing it, then we say, okay, we don't wish you ill luck, you understand, because not using the PDP phrase, we are a big family, you understand. We've all been very close, all been together for a long, long time through the Kwankwaso movement and everything. So if he decides to go that way, with those who want to go with him, fine. The Kwankwaso movement remains within the NNPP. The NNPP remains, and we assure them, I assure them, that the NNPP, with the marriages it is working on, that
marriages.
Yes, that I have always refused to tell you why, or who, or to whom, but I can say for certain that all things being equal, ceteris paribus, Deo volente, by God's grace, by the end of this January, and I'm stretching it, even before, I think that we will begin to see what the NNPP at the national level has been working towards. And I dare say that our members around the country would be happy that we'll go into 2027 stronger, in a stronger union, giving a proper fight for the country.
I mean, that of course also brings me to the question of the role of His Excellency Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, his position on all of this. Many are even asking, why isn't he also defected?
Senator Kwankwaso hasn't defected yet. And I don't want to say he hasn't defected and will not defect. I just said yes.
So there are chances he may?
No. There are chances that there may be a coming together. There definitely will be a coming together with others, either the NNPP and others, or others and NNPP, whatever. And I dare say, my brother, we're at advanced stages. But I'm not at liberty at the moment to say what's happening. But he, as you well know, has a relationship with the president. But a relationship, a personal relationship, must not of necessity end up in a political relationship. It could do, must not of necessity. And Senator Kwankwaso, I keep telling people he is one of a kind. No matter his relationship with you, he'll ask you what is happening with insecurity, what's happening with education, with healthcare, etc., etc. And we do not want to lie in bed or get into bed, to use that phrase, with people who are not of similar, don't have a similar manifesto or similar thinking.
So the ruling party is out of it?
No, not necessarily. You see, well, people know that if it were left to Ladipo Johnson, they would be out of it. You understand? I'm not speaking for myself now, I'm speaking for the party. So it's not necessarily, they're not necessarily out of it, but I would imagine that there would be one or two issues to be discussed as per the platform, that's the manifesto, vis-a-vis what we've seen, or what we're seeing, what we've seen in the past 3 years, going to 3 years now. Do we believe in it? Our party keeps saying we feel Nigerians are suffering, and they don't need to be suffering. So if you sit with them, would these set of people even listen? Would they say, okay, this is what we want to do, this is, your guess is as good as mine. So at their level, I'm not at that level, but at that level, I'm sure that several times that they've sat with Senator Kwankwaso, he has always raised the issue. And it's, some people might say, it's, in Nigeria, that doesn't matter. It's all about being in government and grabbing your own. But he has never been that sort of person. He's moved several times from the ruling party to the opposition party, not necessarily from opposition to ruling party.
All right. We'll go on our final break. When we return. Okay, I'm made to understand that I will not be taking that break and I should just ride on with you. Before I let you go, sir, there are also questions as regards opposition politics in Nigeria. Looking at what we are seeing, internal crisis in many of the parties and all. For the NNPP, ahead of 2027, what do you consider your party's strength and stance right now? Can you go into this election from a point of strength, given the fact that...
We will do.
You will do?
You see, at the moment, as at today, because we have rumors of our only governor possibly defecting, you would say we're not going in from a position of strength. But I'm not a clairvoyant, but I have a bit of insider information, you understand?
And is that insider information I'd like to hear?
No, you'll be, okay, maybe you'll be one of the first to hear the moment I'm permitted to talk about it. You know, from what I know, what I see coming, I believe that this country will be excited about the politics of opposition and going into 2027 by God's grace.
How soon will this announcement come out?
Before the end of January.
Before the end of January.
By
so
God's
Nigerians
grace.
should...
By God's grace.
All right.
We'll see what, at least from our own little position, you'll see what we believe can help move this country forward.
All right, thank you very much. But maybe before I also let you go, I mean, Peter Obi did defect to the ADC.
Oh yes, yesterday, the day before. Yeah.
Day before,
yeah.
As an opposition,
yeah.
you know, in this game. What does this do for you?
I laugh because it's the transfer season. You see, the football transfer season. We move from one place to the other. But what does it do for me? It shows that the ADC is building. It's gathering momentum. There are many individuals there that may carry some value, electoral value. For us, it's an opposition party we're looking at. Not what I mean as looking at is we see the PDP, but the internal problems are there, but the ADC seems to be putting itself together. We are still there. We're working with some partners, and we pray that at the right time, decisions will be taken.
Okay, so I mean, just to also get this clear, so there are chances that the NNPP might join the ADC coalition, so to speak.
That has always been on the table.
That has always been on the table.
Has always been on the table, just as joining the APC was also on the table. You understand? Or should I say is? But yeah, it's all, those things have always been on the table. But we're going in specific directions, and you're trying to pin me down. And we'll get there at the right time. It's always difficult when you know some things and you don't want to say them. Not because you're being coy, but because it might spoil negotiations. All right.
We'll definitely be open to this conversation when it happens.
Thank you very much.
Preferably, although, before it happens.
Okay.
We'll be the ones to break it. But thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Johnson. It's always great to have you.